our readings, where we get the tarot and we read it because, you know, that's what we do. That is what we do indeed. So, pretty exciting, I gotta say. Let's see. All right. So, waiting for people to join at this point. Sort of checking it out, waiting for everybody to get here, and we will do some readings. All right. I see the live notification. That's good. We have this tarot. This tarot is coming out soon. So soon it is coming. Nomad Trees, welcome. What is going on, Nomad Trees? It is good to see you again. You're making all the streams. Nomad Trees is going to be our biggest follower here. What is going on? And we got the Wolf. What is up? What is up? How is everybody? I mean, I'm just waking up myself. So, I mean, I'm pretty excited, I gotta say. I'm waking up and just checking all that stuff out right now. So there we go. All right. I am looking for some info here. Did I already make that? Too much stuff to do. Too much stuff to do. And not enough time to do it. That is how life goes sometimes. All right. Let me enable this so everybody can see the stream. That would be great. All right, JL, good morning to you, JL. What's going on? Shivonia, hey, how are you doing? Jen, Bo, Denise, what is up? So, yeah, Nomad Trees. Well, hey, it's good to have you. I appreciate you joining and being around here. That's really cool. All right, Career General. Does anybody have any questions? I mean, we're just kind of warming up and sort of seeing where we go next, and what's going on. So, very cool, very cool. All right, general career, let's check that out. MT. General career, let's find out about that. See how's it going, see where it's going. You were looking for a job, right? If I remember right. Sophia, what is happening? How are you doing? I think you were looking for a job, Nomad, is that correct? Let me know if I'm completely wrong on that. That's okay. We will check that out. Career, looking for a new job after the COVID-19 settles. Yeah, that is disrupting the workplace for sure. Denise, how are you doing? Good morning to you. What is going on? Yeah, you know, sometimes that pandemic, it just disrupts everything. It gets the world and just shakes it up. It's that tower moment. It is the tower moment. You never know what you're going to get next on that. So let's check that out and see how that goes. Okay. Looking for a general career. The star says ultimately it does get back to normal. I mean, obviously that we're not in the normal state now. We're still trying to recover. We're still moving on and trying to get things back to where it needs to be. Manishka, yes, please ask your question. Lisa, good morning. How you doing? Colorado. It is early indeed in Colorado. Yeah. We are 6:30 here in the central time zone with Texas and all that stuff. So Two of Pentacles says that the options are coming. The options are coming. It's not something that is completely turned off, where the spigot is completely in the off position. I still think that you have opportunities sort of out there. It's sort of a matter of finding them at this point, because there is that awkwardness of trying to get in when we have a lot of other people applying as well, right? The unemployment is high. People are looking. We have a lot of confusion and whatnot around there. And a lot of companies are just not hiring. So, and a lot of times they'll have work to do. We acknowledge we have work, but we're not really filling those positions at the moment because we're unsure of what is going to happen in the future. And you sort of get that feel with the 8 of Swords. But I think it's clearing up. People are hiring. People are realizing that they do need projects done by end of year. I know a lot of companies will have a budget for a certain year. And if you don't spend the budget, then you lose the money. So a lot of companies do indeed need to get hiring people and get projects wrapped up by the end of the year. And I think that's going to be helpful, right? The Two of Wands domain being reversed. We don't have the opportunities. We don't have some of the things that we need to get going. And I think that is, again, clearing up, and it is going to get better over time. The star ultimately says that there is a position that needs you. There is somebody somewhere that needs your particular skill set. They need some assistance. They need to get these projects done before the end of the year. And again, that's because project money dries up and goes away as of January 1st of 2021. That money vanishes, so we need to spend it. We're going to need some people. We need things done. So the star says ultimately it's going to get better, and you're going to have some better opportunities with that. But the Two of Pentacles says there are choices out there, so keep looking and keep going. I think ultimately you're going to have, things are going to improve over time, especially hopefully once we get this, once we get the medical solutions for this, once we get a vaccine and all of this stuff, hopefully that'll clear things up to where people aren't as afraid and all of that other stuff. All right, feelings and future action of Mohit towards me. Will Stephen come back? All right, let's check that out for Crystal. Figure out if Stephen's heading our direction. Is Stephen lost forever, or is Stephen coming back? Let's find out for Crystal here. All right. Or Stefan, not Stephen. It's Stefan. There you go. So we'll check out Stefan and see what Stefan's going to do. And for this one, it is Saturday morning. We're kind of relaxed over here. Let's use a different deck. It has been literally forever. Legitimately forever since we have used the Forest of Enchantment. I was so hyped when this came in too. And I used it all the time, and I got other distractions. I got so many tarot decks. I got some new ones, working on my own. It had all this stuff going on, and at the end of the day, I just neglected it. I think that's the problem. I've neglected it, but we need to use it right now to figure out what in the world is Stefan doing, because we just don't know. We just don't know, and we need to find out. So let's see. The Five of Boons. Well, it sort of acknowledges that Stefan is not really in the mood to come back maybe right now. So, Judy, what is going on? Fairy, how are you doing? Sophia, welcome. How are you doing? Good to see you. And D, what is up? And P. Segal as well. We got a lot of cool people here. What is up, everyone? So, yeah, we got a bad card to start out with, right? I think that the interaction or the conflict or the things that happened between Stefan and you is sort of still lingering. It still has this hovering cloud over the relationship, over the difficulties really didn't get cleaned up. So you do have sort of a rain cloud following your communication. You have some negative connotations. You have some negative things sort of still hovering around in there, and that's going to be a problem, right? The Five of Boons just indicates the problem is not solved. It's not fixed. It needs to be addressed. The underlying issues, the root cause needs to be, something needs to happen with that in order to get this to move forward, in order to get Stefan to race back into your arms to where you're excited and everything goes wonderful and it's raining roses from the heavens and all of this stuff. So the Ten of Challenges, another bad card directly after that. Again, we sort of need that, right? Nomad Trees, thank you for your donation. I appreciate that. Let me know if you have another question or you're just tipping from the first one. I appreciate it either way. So, we have another bad card. This, The Ten of Challenges really points to a finale of this. It may not be a situation where they're coming back. It could be a lot of work to get it back into normal. It could be a lot of effort to get it where you want it to be, right? The Weaver of Visions, though, does say that once we relax and once we don't try to force it, once we can just accept that the person is not here, and wait some time or get some recovery time as it goes through, then it could be a little bit better, right? It could be a little bit better. And the Eight of Boons as well says, if you want to get it returned, if we want to get that action back, if we want to get the love and all of that, Alder Newman, thank you for your subscription. I appreciate you. All right. So, I mean, yeah, there is that. There is that. So, the Eight of Boons says there's a lot of effort, a lot of work, a lot of things that need to happen to get this back on track. So, you know, I mean, if you're willing to do that, that's fine. How much effort are you willing to put into this? Even if you're willing to put effort into it, then you need to, you definitely need to fix the underlying issues. We need to wait a little bit until the cloud is just not hovering over, and you know, so once those are fixed, then I think you have a better chance. But for right now, it looks extremely challenging. Not to say that you can't do it, but there is that challenge. All right. Anyway, okay, as the friend of backstabber, Nomad Trees, do we have a backstabbing friend, or what's going on? Melissa's watching the Thoth series and learning a lot. Wanted to say, hey, well, thank you, Melissa. I appreciate you watching my videos. I'm glad somebody does. Hopefully, I'm going to have a medical tarot video up today, and that's going to be pretty cool. Denise, welcome. Good morning to you. Curly Sue, thank you for your donation. I appreciate that. All right. So let's see. If this person's a backstabber, ooh, we could have a Seven of Swords situation over here. Sort of looking at that Seven of Swords and seeing if that's going to come out. Let's find out. Let's find out. We're going to use the path less traveled today and start playing with some of these tarot decks that we haven't touched in a long time. And that would include the Alchemical Tarot Nude. It is Alchemical Tarot Renewed, but we call it the Alchemical Tarot Nude because there's a lot of nudity in here. Joe, what is going on? It has been a minute. How are you doing? Oh, let's check it out. The Alchemical Tarot Nude. See what nudity we can come up with today. You got to start out the morning with some of the more adventurous tarots. I'm just saying. Because if this person's a backstabber, we need to figure that out. We need to figure that out. Melissa, so many decks. Melissa, this is the Tarot Tower. Melissa, it fits 50 decks, and it only costs $20 to make. You can make it in like an hour. $20. You can make one of these yourself. So if you'd like this, check out the channel. Search for Tarot Tower 2.0. The 2.0 is important because, you know, that is where the magic is. The 1.0 is a prototype, but the 2.0 is where it's at. Now, is this person a backstabber or not? The Queen of Wands, the Hierophant. I mean, no, I think that they just have, I think that they're hard to understand. They're hard to understand. They're difficult to get a grip on. No pun intended. They're difficult to get a grip on sometimes because they're all over the place. They have a lot of things happening. There's a lot of confusion, and they do a lot of movement with no end point in mind. So it's a lot of random movement. So let's say if I'm doing some movement, right? I'm doing some artwork. Let's say I'm doing some artwork for my Echoes of Nature. So we're doing some artwork for this. And I spend a lot of time on this particular thing. Curly Sue, thank you for your donation. I appreciate you. And Sonia, thank you for your donation as well. I appreciate it. All right, so let's say I'm doing this artwork, right? And I don't have an end point in mind. So I waste a lot of time drawing stuff that means nothing instead of getting to the fine details of where I want to go. And I think that's what you have here. You have a lot of random movement or a lot of things they're doing that seem either illogical or inconsistent. So they'll say something that is just inconsistent and sometimes odd, basically. So there you go. I mean, we have a lot of effort being put into things, right? And the effort is going towards something they consider serious, but the Queen of Staffs, they're going in circles. So again, we're going in circles. We're not making a lot of progress as far as verbally, as far as being a friend, as far as communication is concerned. We're all over the place, and it just doesn't have the focus that it needs. And so sometimes you're like, I'm really not sure what you're doing at this point. So, I mean, there is that. There is that. Okay, but I don't think they're a backstabber. I just don't see it. All right. Melissa, thank you for your donation. I appreciate that. Melissa, let me know if you have a question. And let's see. Sophia, my question is, okay, cool. Sophia, I got you covered here. All right. Let's see here. Let's word wrap that. All right, we're good. All right, Curly Sue, what does Danny want from me? Let's check that out. Where'd he go? All right. What does Danny want from me? And is he a good guy to try? Let's find out if this is a good person to check out. All right, CS. What does Danny want from me? And he is a good guy to give a try to. Sometimes you got to just try them. Give it a try and hope for the best. And pray it doesn't go poorly. All right, speaking of artwork, we'll use the Raphaelite, the pre-Raphaelite tarot. A lot of interesting stuff, by the way, about this particular genre of art. It is fairly fascinating, I have to say. That includes some of the heavy-duty artwork from Waterhouse, by the way. So there is a course. Bradley, thank you for your donation. I appreciate that. There is a course on Waterhouse paintings, and so I bought it. And I do want to do a Waterhouse style painting using this course. It's a pretty good course too. So, I mean, I'm pretty excited about it, I gotta say. All right, is Danny a good one to try? It's gonna be a fight. There's gonna be some conflict. Either Danny likes the spice, or there's a particular thing happening within Danny's world that is gonna be quite unusual at best, right? The 5 points to conflict. So if we give Danny a try, Danny may have some factors that will sort of not be advantageous to us in the long run. If you just want something short term, Danny looks like it wouldn't be half bad. We wouldn't be half bad with that. But the 5 does point to conflict and does sort of get a little bit of beef in that. Danny's definitely not going to be boring for sure. We have the Knight as well. It's going to be hard to catch up with Danny. If you're sort of looking for giving this person a try, it's going to be difficult to catch up with them. It's going to be difficult to get them to slow down and do all this other things. I mean, by the way, the 4 of Swords, again, points to either a hyperactivity or a lot of stuff going on. We have a lot of action, a lot of motion, a lot of things happening with this, but you do have sort of this cyclic nature with it. So Danny is going to get involved and interested with this particular thing over here. They're going to be maybe a bit obsessive about it. They're going to be maybe a bit too enthusiastic. And then you get to where Danny just backs off of it and then moves on to something else. That could be relationships. In other words, they could be one of these beautiful short-term relationships to where it goes absolutely great until the honeymoon period is over, and then it goes downhill rapidly. So be aware that there could be some fluctuations with that as far as a guide to try. I don't see any beautiful cards here for relationships. A 10 of cups, a 3 of cups would even be great. 2 of cups, lovers. Anything that would indicate a relationship or an emotional attachment is missing. So it's almost like the emotional component of this is missing. If you want something maybe physical, maybe Danny is a hottie, I don't know. You may want to chase that or, go try that out. But if you're looking for something deep, emotional connection, this doesn't look it. This looks like a lot of action followed by a lot of inaction, a lot of drama with a lot of not very much resolution to it. So again, if you're looking for something deep, something beautiful, something meaningful, Danny looks rather shallow, I gotta say. But, entertainment purposes only. Never make relationship decisions based upon a fat man reading your cards on the internet. So, maybe Danny is just the ultimate hottie, and you just want to give that a shot. All right, let's find out. Speaking of give it a shot, let's find out about Sophia's question and give this a shot and see how it goes. Raina, welcome. What is going on? Tina, welcome. How are you doing? Tara Girl has joined as well. Welcome to all of the new people. I appreciate you. Will I get a vacation in the quiet nature anytime soon? COVID is canceling all the good stuff. Anything good, COVID has canceled it. COVID is just ruining everything. It's like it's like a pandemic almost. It's like a pandemic. All right, let's find out by using the Shadowland Tarot and figure out all of that stuff. All right, Melissa. I'm on mobile, so I don't know if the @ works when I type in the name. Melissa, that is a huge issue, isn't it? Isn't that a huge issue? I get on my phone and I come into Raina's stream or the Tarot Magician stream, and I'm like, hey, everybody. And they're like, hey, Tarot Oracle. And I'm like, I try the @ sign and it doesn't work. I'm like, how hard is this to code? How hard is this really that difficult to code? I mean, I'm a software developer. I could code it. Why is this so difficult to get in mobile? I don't know. On the PC, it's fantastic, but on mobile, nope. It is out of there. So they need to fix it. YouTube needs to get on this. I'm just saying. CM, the governor's saying you get a $500 fine for not wearing a mask. CM, does that count when you're eating? CM, Crystal, if I'm eating food, do I need to wear a mask? Do I need to put the mask back on between bites? How does that work? How does it work? Come on, we need clarification. Governors, get off your bum and give me clarification. Do I need to wear a mask while I'm kissing somebody? Do I need to wear a mask while I'm eating? Do I need to wear a mask while I'm doing heavy workout? I want to know this stuff. Okay. We get a vacation in the quiet nature. Oh, the 5 of Wands. The 5 of Wands says, oh, the 3 of Cups. The Queen of Cups and Justice. Not anytime soon. Not anytime soon. There seems to be that cut a hole in the mask to eat. That's perfect. That's CM, you could wear a mask between bites. I'm just saying, you could take a bite of food, put the mask back on and chew, and then take another bite of food, put the mask back on and chew. I'm just saying. All right, the 5 of Wands, basically not anytime soon. So, Sophia, it looks like we're going to have more phases. More phases are coming up of this. It never ends. More phases. We got phase 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, virus phase. And we have the morphing virus as well. Now we have the Mighty Morphing Power Rangers virus. where it morphs into, instead of COVID, it's COVID or COZID or something like that. And it disrupts your vacation. So we got the Five of Wands, that conflict, that drama. It almost seems to continue. It's difficult to go away. So you're going to have to put up with it a little while longer. You don't get the justice. You don't get the balanced aspect of this is not here. It's difficult. It's difficult to do this. It's difficult to get out. Justice says we do have the Mighty Morphing Power Rangers virus that's morphing into a new virus, and then another new virus, and then another new virus. And you're going to have to wear a mask for a little bit. So yeah, Justice says it's going to be delayed. It is not going to be something that's anytime soon. The Queen of Cups says, though, that you can, I don't know, what is recommended right now for relaxation if you can't get out? I mean, I guess you could get a screensaver that's nature, or you could watch some nature shows or something, but I mean, there's that. We're having a problem. We're having a problem with that. So, I mean, anyway, it's going to be delayed. I'm sorry about that. I apologize about that. The Three of Cups says it's difficult to keep in contact with friends. It's difficult to get the things we want to do. It's difficult to get the exercise we need and all this other stuff. So, I mean, everybody's sort of challenged right now. And, you know, we're sort of hoping that things work out. Things will calm down. And the Mighty Morphing power virus will stop morphing. We won't have phase 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You know, it's delayed. It's delayed. All right. Jay Allen, thank you for your donation. I appreciate you. All right, Melissa, it is your turn. It is your turn. After Keith is going to stab me in the back. Did I already do that one? I think I did that one. I think I did that one. Didn't I? Or did I? Yes, I did. All right, Melissa, it is your turn. Let me know what your question. All right, how does the channel look in the next few months? Melissa, the Tarot Chick. The Tarot Chick. That sounds exciting. That sounds exciting. All right, let's go check out Melissa, the Tarot Chick's channel. If my mouse is being a problem today. It doesn't like me. All right, Melissa, the Tarot Chick. Here we go. All right, YouTube, Melissa, the Tarot Chick. Melissa, oh, there we go. Melissa, the Tarot Chick. There we go. Wow, you have a few videos. Let's check it out. I like your thumbnails. They look very cool. I like that. All right. How do they feel about you, Taurus? 2 weeks ago, you were cranking it out. You're cranking it out.
Hi, lovelies, and welcome back or welcome to my channel. I'm creativeness, your inner child to sprout your imagination.
I like the little lamp or whatever that is on the left.
These are the angel messages for you for pile number.
All right. I like your channel. Let's see. So how is the channel going to work out in the next few months? Let's find out by using the Thoth Tarot. The Thoth is going to be a good one for this. By the way, if you're wondering what the Thoth is, go and check out my videos that teach you how to use this deck. It teaches you how to use the deck because that's important. Obviously, you need to figure out how to use the deck. Okay. All right, this card wants to be out. We'll do that. Oh, we got some emotional satisfaction in there. There you go. Denise, grab your coffee. There you go. All right, we get a freelancing project. Okay, we'll see about this. See about the tarot channel. I mean, it's looking pretty good. It's looking pretty good. I don't see any, like, big problems with the channel. I don't see anything like that. So we do have an emotional component to the channel. And Melissa, I'm answering your question right now. In fact, I just played your video. Okay. So yeah, I think that your channel, it has an emotional component to it. I think you're very tied up emotionally to this. I think it's something that you really enjoy. you are excited about making a video. I think when you go live, you're excited about people watching and whatnot. I think you're very connected to the people that come on your channel. I think you're pretty excited about the people that watch the videos and give feedback. And I think this has a deep connection to where you want to be. So you get a lot of satisfaction, in other words. So there you go. All right. I mean, as far as this is concerned, I think over time you'll get used to it. And I think it's something that you're not fully comfortable throwing yourself out there right now. You're hesitant about just tossing yourself into the world, into the video world, into the YouTube world, and hoping for the best, because you're worried that you're going to get some negativity. You're worried about what happens long term when I get into this, and is this going to be an overall big component of my life? In other words, how much time am I going to dedicate to it? So I think you're still worried about some stuff. You're concerned about things, and you're sort of holding back. So sort of, you know, as far as the next few months, I think you're going to be slowly increasing in viewership. I think you'll have more ideas and more motivation and more excitement over time from the cards. The biggest thing that you need to do, just the advice here, and obviously entertainment purposes only, the biggest thing you need to do is come to grips with putting yourself out there and putting your content out there, putting your personality out there. Let your personality shine, and people will be more attracted to your personality. So in other words, don't make it 100%, you know, scripted and boring and things like that. Let your personality show through. I'll give you an example, right? So there's another YouTuber that makes some funny videos out of tarot stuff. So she reviewed the Golden Girls tarot, and during the review, she put on a wig of the, you know, of one of the Golden Girls. She put on a wig, you know, to make herself sort of look like a Golden Girl. And she's sort of talking like one of the Golden Girls as well. It was funny to watch. It was entertaining. And it sort of let her personality shine through in a different and unique way. And it made me hit the subscribe button. So I like people that do that. I like people that allow their personality to shine through. And she doesn't really care what anybody thinks. She's going to put her content out there and have fun with it and be innovative with the whole thing. And it really sort of brought me in and made me want to watch more. And you'll see that with some of the big tarot YouTubers, right? The people with like hundreds of thousands of subs. They'll really put themselves out there and just have fun with it and be you know, sort of themselves. So once you can relax more, and once you can get into that mode of here's my content, here's me, and you know, and just having fun with it, I think you'll get I think it'll be better. But I don't see any explosive success like you're going to get 100,000 views every video next month or anything like that. But I see an overall increase, and I see a comfort level of you slowly getting into it. Okay. All right. Bradley wants to know, what does the universe want me to know? Let's check that out. All right, Brad. What does the universe want me to know? Like, does the universe have good news? Hopefully, the universe has good news. Sonia, I got your second donation, your question. I appreciate you. All right, let's see about the universe, and hope for the best here. We're going to be using the Mons Tarot, by the way. Everybody loves the Mons Tarot. There's nobody dislikes the Mons Tarot. At least I haven't seen yet. I have not seen yet. All right. There we go. In case you're wondering how it works, donations take priority. and then I pick it random. So it is all random after donations. So it looks like today I may have a couple of randoms in here, but it's mostly donations, it appears. But I'm here every single night, and I'll be here tomorrow morning as well. We're in Central Time Zone, by the way, in case you're wondering where we are at. All right, what does the universe want Bradley to know? The Four of Wands says that it's all about getting comfortable with the situation that you are in. It is all about getting Bright Star. Thank you for your donation. I appreciate that. Bright Star, let me know what your question is. Dr. Sword, thank you for your donation as well. Okay. It's all about getting comfortable with where you're at. I think that you have aspirations. I think that you have where you want to, places you want to be, things that you really want to do. And I think that is sort of overwhelming at times because you want to get so many things done. You want to get so many projects in flight. And a lot of times there's not enough time. There's not enough resources to do that. Sometimes be comfortable with where you're at. Be comfortable with where you're sitting and see if you can adjust to it as far as that is concerned. The Seven of Swords says that there's something in your past, there's someone or something in your past that has not been fully addressed, has not been fully worked out. It needs to be looked at, and you need to return to it, because if you don't, it's going to come back to haunt you, basically. So look for anything in the past that is not resolved, that is not worked out, that needs to be addressed or needs to be fixed, needs to be touched. This is important because at some point it is going to come back and sort of bite you, and we don't want that. The Seven of Swords, the return, coming back to something. It's going to be important to take care of that issue. Otherwise, it will come back. And we'll see that with the Five of Cups, right? It's almost like something is disappointing in the future, and you want to avoid that by addressing it early. So that could be maybe something you were worried about. And Charlie, thank you for your donation. I appreciate that. Something maybe that you were worried about and concerned about, but you didn't address, and you just ignored it and said, oh, it'll work out. Maybe it won't. Definitely something to readdress. The Five of Cups says this will return and will cause some issues coming up. Maybe not tomorrow, maybe not next week, but definitely in the future, it is coming back to haunt you. The Four of Swords as well says, take a break. Don't try and be everything to everybody. Choose your battles when it comes to motivation. Choose your battles when it comes to projects, and don't try to do everything at once. There is a clear delineation between doing a couple of things very, very well and doing a ton of things poorly. So you don't want to do a ton of things poorly. You want to focus on what needs to get done, even if it's not your strength. In other words, let's say I'm making a tarot deck, right? And I'm really crappy at acrylic painting. I'm terrible at it. And I'm good at oil painting. But do I want to use acrylic painting because it's faster and I can get things done, but it's going to be a crappy job? Or do I want to use what I know of oil painting and produce something that's better but takes more time? So again, figure out where that is at and sort of choose your battles for that. The Two of Swords says as well that it's all about making the correct choices in the next few months. Don't be influenced by other people. Don't let other people make your choices for you. You need to make those decisions yourself. And that's going to be important as you sort of come in to the next few months to get the correct choices. Don't be too influenced. Use your own engagement, use your own common sense to make those proper choices. And I think it's going to work out and be all right for you. Anyway, thank you for joining the channel, by the way. I appreciate everybody hanging out today and joining me for the tarot readings. All right. Bright Star, let me know what your question is, and we will get to that. We got so many new people. Do the new people want to see the money trick? Do the new people want to see the money trick? I think so. I think so. Here we go. We're doing the money trick. All right. So we need to pick up the Waterfall Tarot. We need to pick it up. And all we have is 1, 2, $3, $4, $5. This is all we have. This is all we have. And we clearly can't pick up the Waterfall Tarot for just $5. So we need some more money. We need some more money for this. All right. In order to do that, here we go. We just go snap like that. We just snap like that. And it becomes $100. And I mean, I'm just saying we could probably pick up a couple of these and pick up the printed book. And pick up the printed book with the extra cash. With the extra cash. Anyway, there you go. If you're new to the channel, there's the money trick. All right. It's here, my question I asked. All right. Let's see. It is here. I'm not sure. Bright Star, let me know what your question is. Bright Star. Okay, what is wrong with my house? All right, there we go. Bright Star, I got your question. I got your question. I put it in here, and we are good. So we're doing J. Allen, and then we're doing Sophia, and then we're doing Bright Star, DL Sword, and Charlie Bear. By the way, in case you're wondering where the Q is, we're doing J. Allen right now, and then Sophia, and then Bright Star, Sword, and Charlie. How cool is that? All right. So, you come here for the tarot, but you stay for the magic tricks. I mean, I'm just saying. You stay for the magic tricks. DR Sword, thank you for question for Sonia. Okay. Let's see. Let me know, DR Sword, let me know what the question is. I appreciate that. Okay. All right. Let's put the new question on the screen. Bright Star, what is wrong with my house? Bright Star, do you got something going on? Having trouble finding issues. So Bright Star, what is the underlying issue? Are you just having allergies? Are you having air quality issues? Or what is happening? Bright Star, what is happening over there? Jacqueline, welcome. Jacqueline, your package should arrive today. It should arrive today. Jacqueline, I included a couple of extras for you. So when you open it up, you'll have a couple of extra things in there. I threw in a couple of extras just to have some fun there. All right, but you should have that today. Okay, the Eight of Cups reversed. Oh, the Knight of Cups reversed. The King of a lot of Cups. And then the, ouch, that hurts. And then we got the Five of Swords. I mean, I think, let's see. You forgot my question about Keith. I did? Okay, we'll get to that. Apologize about that. Keith stabbing you in the back. I got you. Okay, so let's do Bright Star, then we'll do the question about Keith, and then we'll continue on. Okay, the Eight of Cups reverse says that there's a disconnect between something in the there's a disconnect between something in the air circulation. It's almost like either there is something in the circulation of the house that is not quite right, and there's some other stuff that needs fixing. So in other words, the problems aren't fully addressed, and you still need to do other things. You had mold remediation. Oh, wow. Had mold remediation. Ouch. So yeah, there is that things that still need to be addressed or things that still need to be fixed. It's almost like it's not quite done, and there are other things that need to be addressed and need to be fixed with that. So Eight of Cups says that you're not quite completely fixed on that. The Knight of Cups, reversed as well, says that it's going to be a while before everything gets fixed, but it's just a problem overall. It's like you're not quite done. You still have things to do, and the remediation of fixing everything is going to be overall difficult at the end. It's going to take a while. The King of Cups says it is going to be sort of emotionally taxing as well, and you're still trying to figure out how that is going to be going. But I would take entertainment purposes only. You need a licensed professional needs to address your issues with your house. This is only a tarot reading, so never take any action on this. But it's just saying there's something with the air circulation is not quite right. Basically, that's it. So again, entertainment purposes only. So, man, that's rough. That's rough. Mold. Yeah, mold. Man, that is harsh. Okay, all right. Let's find out about Keith stabbing us in the back. That's no good at all. All right. Keith stabbing us in the back. Spelling is always a bonus. Spelling is always a bonus. There we go. All right, so is Keith stabbing us in the back? What exactly is Keith doing? Let's check that out with the Golden Tarot. One of my favorites. It's not the Slow Tarot anymore. It is the Golden Tarot. All right. Professionals, the lie. Yeah. I mean, you know, that's why I like apartments. Apartments don't have any mold problems. Well, they might, but you can always move apartments. With a house, you're kind of stuck with it. Kind of stuck with it. You never know. Never know. All right, is this person stabbing me in the back? Is this person getting that action? We got a lot of stabbing in the back cards that could be associated with that. The Three of... Oh, I think so. I do think so. Entertainment purposes only, obviously, but I do think you may have a bit of that backstabbing action going. KM, thank you for your donation. I appreciate that. All right. Nine of Coins. And to the Sun says that they have good intentions. It's almost like they have good intentions. I guess the road to hell is paved with good intentions, right? I think they do have good intentions. The Nine of Coins, I think they think that what they're doing is good and is beneficial and is something that is going to benefit everybody in the long run, right? Into the Sun, we have these two good cards. I think they have good intentions. I don't think they're actually out to harm or hurt a reputation or anything like that, right? So there is that problem. Now, the Hanged Man says they have a distorted view of things, and it could be for a variety of reasons, but the distorted view of things is causing them to take actions that are not beneficial to everybody, right? And that is the Three of Swords. So there literally is the backstabbing or the cutting off of that. Serendipity, thank you for your donation. I appreciate that. So, I mean, the Three of Swords does say that there are a bit of the backstabbing action going on. There is a bit going on, but it's because they have a distorted view of the situation. They don't have a clear view of what's going on. They don't have an honest view of what's going on. They are influenced by thoughts. They're influenced by their opinions about things, and it's causing them to do a little bit of that backstabbing action, but, you know, entertainment purposes only. All right. Dr. Sword, problem sleeping. All right. Problems sleeping. How are we going to get some sleep? We need that rest. That rest is going to be important. We could use the Cat Tarot for that, you know. Oh, no, we don't want to use the Cat Tarot. We actually have a dedicated tarot. We have a dedicated Dream Tarot. A dedicated Dream Tarot. Do we? Yes, we do. We have a dedicated Dream Tarot. How exciting is that? How exciting is that? All right. Accept my zip. Who can hoe me? Tina, I have no idea what you're talking about at this point. I have no idea what you're talking about at this point. I realize you can't pay. I mean, I got that part, but I have no idea what you're talking about at this point. I'm a bit lost myself. Raina, you need a lot more sleep. I'll wake up and it says Raina has been offline for 3 hours, and then you're awake like an hour later. So, yeah, Raina, you need to catch up on that. We got the mystical Dream Tarot. All right. The Six of Swords. Oh, what do my weird dreams mean having problems sleeping? We're just going to look at the symbolism here for this. you're fighting with something. You're fighting with someone. And Jay Allen, how does Amy feel about me right now? Jay Allen, I do think you were. Jay Allen, let's get to you in just a second. Jay Allen, sorry about that. It is quite the queue today. It is quite the queue today. All right, speaking of queue, we're doing Jay Allen, which we forgot. Sorry about that, Jay. And we're doing Dr. L. Sword. We're going to hop back to Jay Allen. And then we're going to do Charlie Bear and continue on down the queue. Let's check that out. All right. You're having difficulties with a challenge. It's like you're working against somebody else. You're working against the waves. You're swimming upstream almost, right? We're swimming upstream. And the opponent is not there. So it is something that you created. It is something that you created yourself, and you're having difficulties resolving it. So it's a situation that you made, basically. The Eight of Wands reversed. You're not making action on resolving some things in your life. And so your subconscious mind is picking that up, and it is going to try to solve it while you're asleep. But in your waking moments, you need to solve it yourself. You need to get some action. You need to do some action. You've been putting something off. You've been delaying something. You haven't addressed it fully, and that's sort of affecting you, right? The Lady of Pentacles says that it's all about finding the peaceful emotions before going to bed as well. That's not helping. So if you're worried about something, if you're concerned about something, and you need to resolve that, you need to get that fixed. Don't go to sleep with that on your mind, because again, your subconscious mind will pick that up and it will try to resolve that in your sleep. And because it's a difficult situation, it's not getting much progress with that. So again, make sure you have peaceful thoughts. If you need to do meditation before you go to sleep, if you need to do some binaural sounds, binaural beats before you go to sleep, to get your mind at rest, get your mind at ease. Let your mind know, let your subconscious know that it doesn't need to work all night on this problem. You need to relax and go to sleep and have a firm, good sleep to where you can actually get things done, right? The Four of Wands as well says you're not comfortable. There's something not comfortable about your situation. Get comfortable. If that means if it means you're too hot while you sleep, put a fan on. If that means that you have an uncomfortable bed or something, try something different. See if that's going to be. The Four of Wands says you don't feel at home. It's reversed. So get comfortable, get soothed, get in a situation where you're going to have that as well. All right. And also the Lady of Pentacles and the Eight of Wands sort of mean that watch what you eat before you go to bed. Don't eat something to where your body is trying to deal with this food and process food while you're sleeping. It's going to also disrupt your sleep. So definitely focus on those things, and I think it will help you. It will help you get to sleep, but good luck with that. I mean, everybody needs that sleep. Having no sleep is disruptive. All right, speaking of disruptive, we skipped Jay Allen completely. We haven't had enough coffee. It's true. We haven't had enough coffee. How's Amy feeling about me right now? Let's find out. Let's find out and see what's going on with all of that. All right. Heather, what is going on? It is good to see you. Appreciate you joining this morning. We are hanging out here doing some tarot readings. We have quite the queue. We are rocking the house over here today. Let's see, where's my box for this tarot? Here we go. The Connolly Tarot is what we're using today. I mean, I do like this one. I think it's fun. Aaron, thank you for your subscription. I appreciate that. All right, so let's check this out and see how it's going to go. How's Amy feeling? Amy may not be on the same page as you. Amy may not be on the same page as you. We have a lot of factors here. One of the things is that she just doesn't feel like She just doesn't feel like the situation may work out long term. It could be a situation where they're just not comfortable. It could be a situation where they've had a similar thing in the past and it didn't work out, but they seem to be coming up with reasons not to be comfortable. It's almost like they're not fully content. They're not fully comfortable with the situation as well. The star sort of indicates that we're having some issues understanding the end point of the situation. So we could have a situation where we like certain things about it. We like certain things about it, and the star says that we can't get that situation resolved long term. The Page of Wands being reversed and the 3. I mean, overall, it just looks like a big disconnect. It looks like they don't see a future within the situation. It's like they see conflicting messages sometimes, and they're not quite ready to leap in full steam. They're willing to dip their toes in the water and to see the temperature, but, you know, long term, it may be a situation where they don't want to just jump in and go long term. So there you go. All right. That is the Connolly Tarot. We're using all the decks we haven't used in quite some time. All right. Now let's hop over to Sophia. We got Bright Star. How does my cat feel about me? All right. Let's find out about Sophia. Please use the cat cards. All right, well, we use the cat cards. And then we have Charlie Bear and Dr. Swords. So let's check those out. All right, speaking of Q, we're down to the last two, and then we're going to wrap up. We'll be back tomorrow morning, though. All right, we got Sophia, and then we got Charlie, and then we got Serendipity Phoenix. Thanks, everyone, for joining me today, by the way. All right, let's use a cat deck for this. The Grimalkin Tarot. The Grimalkin Tarot, one of my favorites. I'm so glad I picked that up. Picasso, thank you for your donation. Appreciate that. Picasso, let me know what your question is, and we will launch into that. All right. Let's check that out. How does my cat feel about me? How does the cat feel about me? We got one right side card. I may write off reversals. I may do it. I may completely write off reversals. I don't know. 8 of Pentacles. You know, the 5 of what? The cat doesn't have any issues. Look, the cat needs more playtime. The cat needs a little more playtime. That's probably the only issue. Sometimes the cat doesn't know what to expect next, but the cat does like you, right? The 8 of Pentacles being reversed, the cat finds that they don't need a lot. The cat doesn't need a lot of practice, or the cat doesn't need a lot of effort into something before the cat can, you know, sort of figure it out. So sometimes you're unpredictable, and there is that. Sometimes you're a bit unpredictable. That's okay. But they don't need to work hard to figure out, you know, where you're going, what you're doing, and things like that. So they like that, right? The 5 of Wands, they need more playtime. They always love some playtime, and they could use a little more playtime to sort of get into that connection and get some playtime, get some fun stuff going. It's always good to have a couple of the feathers on the stick and rock with those. The 7 of Pentacles reverse says that, you know, the connection's already there. The connection that you have to your cat is already there. It's a strong connection. They know everything about you. They know all the routines. They're comfortable. They like everything. And overall, it's good news. So yeah, I mean, the cat, you have that stable connection. The cat needs a bit more playtime, but they certainly enjoy being around you. You're predictable. They know what's going on. They like everything. So overall, I think your cat is pretty content there. Your cat is pretty content and happy, which, you know, if the cat's happy, everybody's happy. I'm just saying. All right, Charlie Bear. I know you've been waiting for like a year. Let's see about that. All right, CB. How will my last year of college, is it going to be good? Is it going to be good or what is going on? Helen, is Tarot Oracle single? Tarot Oracle is not dating anybody right now. Tarot Oracle is not feeling too well. Tarot Oracle is having all sorts of medical issues, and dating don't really need that complication to add to it. So that's the answer if Tarot Oracle's single. All right, Tarot in Wonderland. Here we go. Let's figure this out. How will my last year of college go? Hopefully it goes well. I hope that everything is going to be cool. All right. Let's check it out. Who we got in the queue? We still got a lot of queue. All right. Let me copy Picasso's question out. Picasso asked a good question, and I did not copy it to clipboard. Where's Picasso's question? I know, Picasso, I know you posted it. Picasso, can you repost it? Oh, never mind. Yeah, I found it. The reversal spell. Want to know if the reversal spell is working or not. There we go. All right. By the way, in case you're wondering what the queue looks like, we're wrapping it up. We're wrapping it up soon. We have Charlie Bear, DR Sword, KM, Serendipity, and then Picasso, and then we're wrapping up for the day. So thank you so much for being here. I appreciate all of you. And let's find out about the last year of college. And is this going to be something that is going to be pretty exciting? Because, I mean, it sounds exciting. It does. The Two of Pentacles, the Ten of Wands. I mean, the last year is going to be a bit much. Your workload is increasing in the last year. Your workload is increasing. You're having a bit more weight. You're having a bit more things happening with this, right? The Ten of Wands says that we're packing on that work. We're getting the homework, the studies, the things are happening, and it could be happening very quickly. Ace of Wands says you lose a lot of motivation too. You're like the final round. You're in the final round, and you're trying, you're trying to get things done. It's difficult sometimes. But yeah, you're burning out. The workload increases. The Two of Pentacles, you're going to be able to juggle this, but you're going to be able to juggle it. There's no problem. But again, it's more work. It's more weight. It's more stuff getting packed on. And the burnout is real. It is. Seven of Swords says that come back in fresh. Look at it from a fresh perspective and figure out where you want to sort of go from here. I think the motivation is going to increase and be more powerful as you discover your new motivation of graduating. Where do I want to work? How do I want to do it? Can I get an internship? And start planning along those lines. And that's going to be important for you to do because you need more motivation. It's clear from the reading. And how you can do that is to look into the future instead of seeing just the end of college, see the beginning of all the opportunities that you have. Schedule out where am I going to apply to? What am I going to be doing? And who is hiring? And where do I want to work, right? So that's the exciting part of graduating college is getting into the workspace, or if you're doing an art degree, getting into the art space and all that other stuff. All right, Dr. Sword, question for Sonia. Dr. Sword, let me know what your question is. I'm kind of curious. Did you donate for somebody else? Or let me know, doctor, I'm confused. So let me know. I'm going to skip you for now, and then we're going to loop back to you, doctor. But I need to understand what your question is. All right. Is Scorpio be cheating? KM. Scorpio be cheating. Uh-oh. That's not good. That's not good. All right. Bye-bye. Denise, I appreciate you hanging out with us. I hope everybody has a fantastic day. We're going long today. We got the Anna K. If we're going long, we need some Anna K action. I'm just saying, Anna K is where it's at. It is. All right. Have a good nap, Raina. Want to know if he's hiding anything. All right. See if something's happening. Something's happening. All right. Figure that out. Are they cheating or not? The Knight. Oh, the 6 and the Strength. Something going on. Do we have other loves going on? Do we have other things going on? Okay, as far as tarot is concerned, right? You're sort of looking at a situation that you're missing an emotional component to this connection, and you're finding it difficult. Oh, you think she left? Okay, well, doctor, let me know if you have any alternates, or some other day, doctor, if you want a reading tomorrow, next day. You know I'm here like every day for the rest of your life. So if you have any questions any other day, remind me, and we'll get you in the queue. All right. The Moon says you're missing an emotional component here to this person. So you're looking for if something else is happening. And I think part of that is just things don't feel right. Things don't feel right. It's almost like things are a bit confusing with the whole connection. And we see this with the Knight. It's almost like the connection doesn't move like you expect it to. You don't feel the way that you need to. You're not getting what you need from this. You know what I'm saying? In other words, if I have a relationship with you or somebody else, I need to get what I need from that relationship, and you're not getting it. You're not getting what you need. So there's not really a resolution to that. The 6 of Cups is that emotional connection to where we come together and we give each other, satisfaction in some ways, right? So if I see Sophia every day, right? I see Sophia, I say, hey, Sophia, how you doing? If I don't do that one day, Sophia's like, wait a minute, I didn't get my hello. I didn't get that interaction. Something's up, something's wrong. And I'm going to think something's wrong. Maybe Tarot Oracle's having a bad day or something. So you need that back and forth. You need certain things, and you're not getting it from this particular person. Strength says that long term, you're going to have to put up with it. If you think this person is going to change, if you think they're suddenly going to give you what you need in this interaction, they're not. So you could have problems with that. So you definitely want to, okay, what do you need? What do you need out of this? If you absolutely require certain things and you're not getting them, you do need to back off, because they're not going to change. And no amount of begging or, behavioral alterations are going to fix it. So if you're not getting what you need now, back off and let this other person do that. But if you're okay with how it is, then go forward. But basically, you're walking into a situation where you're going to not get everything that you need. If you're okay with that, that's cool. And if you're able to put up with that, but no, I don't see, there are a ton of cards in tarot that would indicate relationships and sleeping around and doing other things. I don't see any of those. So as far as they be cheating, I don't see it. I don't see them in another relationship. I don't see them having a lot of other stuff as well. So there you go. All right, we're doing Serendipity. What a nice name. Thank you for joining us today. Coming up in love, what kind of love action do we have? That is exciting. That is exciting. We can hop over to the love screen and check out that love action with the Bonefire Tarot. I'm just saying, what the world happened to my love screen? My love screen is having an issue. All right. We have a dysfunctional love screen today. All right, Picasso, you're next. And you're the final reading today. Let me know what your question is, Picasso. You may have asked before, but chat is hopping. Chat is rocking the house. It is Grand Central Station. All right. That is awesome. So, Picasso, let me know what your question is, and we will hop to it. We will hop to it. All right. If Picasso's still here, if Picasso is still here, all right. Picasso, if you're watching later and you're not here, email me at the email address down there, and I will make sure you get your reading. I will make a dedicated video just for your reading. So let me know either way, Picasso. We got you covered. We got you covered. If you're grabbing some coffee and you don't get back in time, email me. We got you covered. All right. The Ten of Swords. What is coming up in love? We do have situations where you're just finding. All right, Picasso, let me know what your question is. We will hop on that right after this reading. All right, the Ten of Swords says that we are having difficulties getting into a good love situation. Okay, reversal spell. All right. Thank you, Sophia. I appreciate that. All right, we're having difficulty getting into a love situation that we can rely on. We have trouble getting into situations where we have the satisfaction, we have the love, we have the connection that we need, and we've had that problem for a bit now, right? The Seven of Wands sort of says that that's improving and it's relaxing, and we have more opportunities coming up. I don't see any particular, well, I do see one particular opportunity coming up. So the opportunity that you have coming up, the things that are getting better, the things that are improving over time, the opportunity that you have is sort of a water sign. And the water sign is a very good connection, but they're sort of manipulative in a little bit of ways. Manipulative meaning that they adjust to your situation. They understand what attracts you. They understand what you're into, and they're into it also. So you seem to have a lot in common with this person, which is good and bad. It's good when it's legitimate. It's bad when they're sort of faking it and saying, yeah, I'm kind of interested in this too. So sort of watch out for that. But the connection, the emotional component is there, and the emotional component is real. And I think it is a pretty powerful one as well. I think that you end up being in a good short-term relationship with this person. We have a lot of good opportunities, and I think overall, long-term, it's a bad relationship, but short-term, it's something fun, it's something interesting. But good news overall, the components that have been blocking you, the pieces that are there that are stopping you from getting a good relationship are slowly degrading and allowing you to get into better situations and better relationships, and improvements are coming. So, I mean, things are getting better. It's a matter of being patient with it, and you do have a short-term relationship coming up that could be kind of interesting. Okay, so Picasso wants to know, my reversal spell, is it working? And then we're wrapping up for the day. Thank you so much for everybody being here. I'm back tomorrow morning. Tomorrow morning I'm back, and tonight I'm back as well. So I'm here all the time. I'm here quite a bit. I mean, I gotta say, if there's one person that's online a lot, that's me. All right, let's use the Thoth Light. Use the Thoth Light, otherwise known as the Reversal Tarot. Here we go. Short term. Yeah, sometimes the short term, you get that practice in there. You get the practice. You get those good feelings for a little bit. Those are always fun. Those are always fun indeed. All right. Reversal spell. Is it working? Is it happening? Is this something that is going to be some good stuff there? We don't do the Thoth reversed. All right. So let's see. Wolf knows we don't do the Thoth reversed. The Emperor says yes. You have command over the situation. You have control over the situation. The Magician as well. All right. You have complete control over this situation. That's basically what it's saying. Not only do you have the power, not only do you have the beef that you need to get command of the situation, you also have the magical ability that you need. The Magician is literally telling you that you have the ability to make this happen. You have the ability not only to make it happen, but you have the strength combined as well. So you have three majors in here. Your spell is working. Fortune says that your spell has literally changed your fortune. It's literally changed your future, and you have successfully done it. Fortune is fantastic. The Wheel of Fortune means that you've altered the future. You've altered things to be where you need them to be. The Emperor, the Magus, both say you have the power, the ability to get this done, and you have successfully done it. So this is possibly the best spread for a yes answer to your question. I mean, not only is it yes, it is dynamically and enthusiastically yes from the tarot. From the tarot. Not from me, from the tarot. So if you're drawing cards, this is the best spread you could have possibly gotten. The Queen of Swords says, though, watch out and don't abuse that power. Don't abuse those type of things. Jamie, thank you for your donation. I appreciate that. So watch out and don't abuse that. The Queen of Swords is Cruella de Vil. She is a bit manipulative. She is a bit, not really evil, but she likes to throw too much salt into the soup, you know? So watch out. You have strong abilities. Don't abuse it. That's basically what it's saying. You have strong abilities. Don't abuse it. Take it easy. All right. All right. Gloria B. Will doctors find out what's wrong with me in the week? All right. Gloria B. Let's check that out. And then we will end the stream. Thank you, everyone, for being here. All right. GB. Will doctors figure this out? All right. Well, you know, entertainment purposes only. Entertainment purposes only. But we are not questions. We are not questions. Yeah, Jamie, let me know what your question is. We are not physicians. We are not doctor here. So entertainment purposes only. If there's something wrong with you, go see a licensed physician, not a tarot reader. All right. Will they find out? Star says yes. Star says yes. The Magician. Oh, let me get some water. Need some water. The Magician reverse says they're having problems. I think you have presented them with a situation that is confusing. It is confusing. It is not an easy solution. It is not an easy situation. So you do have a confusing issue. You do have a confusing problem. The Star says ultimately they do figure it out, but it's not simple. It is not simple. And it sounds like you have multiple people working on it, which is going to be good. The Four of Wands says that you will be comfortable and happy with the solution. And I think that they end up finding what's wrong and they find a solution for that. The Four of Wands is very positive with that. The Ace of Coins says that it's not going to be cheap. So if you're looking for a quick and easy answer, it's not going to be there. The Magician says it's not easy, as you already stated as well. So the Star says ultimately they are guided in the correct direction. The Star is like the North Star, right? The North Star says we're guided in a particular direction. So I think that they are. And I think that they're going to arrive at the destination where you are happy and you're content with the solution. So yes, absolutely. Absolutely looks good. Not easy. Not easy. Not going to be quick. Going to be have a couple of guessing and wrong diagnosis maybe on the way, but I think they're gonna figure it out and you're going to be all right. All right. And I understand about medical issues. Man, I got a lot of them. All right. What is going on between me and the Capricorn? Let's find that out. And then we're ending. All right. We use the Celtic or Celtic dragon. Let's see about that. That is going to be the key here. That is going to be the absolute key here. Adrenal glands. Oh my. I'm not really sure what that means. I know the adrenal glands give you energy, right? Adrenaline. So is it just like you're tired all the time or like what's your symptoms? What are your symptoms? We don't do all reversals. Okay. Excuse me. Glad I'm muted for that cough. What's going on between me and the Capricorn? The Magician, 7 of Cups, Judgment, 8 of Swords. I think that you have something possible, but it is a bit, it's not going to be, it may not be what you want. I mean, we do have some possibilities here, right? We do have some possibilities. One of those is for a relationship, but it's going to be slow starter. The 7 of Cups, it's going to be a sort of a slow starter where we're not really fully into it. At first, it does develop, it does grow, but this is a confusing interaction. It's not simple. It's not like a soulmate or, or stuff like that. So, yeah, but the Magician says that you are sort of in command and in control for this as well. So, I mean, if you're looking for something to happen, you may have difficulties getting it started. You may have difficulties. It's almost like that things have stagnated. Things are not quite where they need to be. It's a complex, confusing situation, and it's not going to be resolved anytime soon. It's not going to be resolved anytime soon. I mean, let's see, 25 years on and off. Wow. I mean, you're not gonna push this into the next phase to where you have some happy relationship. It's not something that you have some control over it, but it's more like if you're willing to put up with the relationship, if you're willing to put up with the interaction as it is, it's not going to change. So the 8 of Swords says that you're restricted by the rules. There are rules that have been set up in this interaction, and the rules are not changing. So unless you change them, the rules are going to stay the same. So you're going to continue to be on and off. There's not really anything to where, you know what I'm saying? Judgment says we have a possibility of getting into something more long-term. Well, 25 years is long-term, right? But we have a possibility of getting into something more serious per se. But the 8 of Swords were restricted from doing that because of the complexity of the situation. So you're going to continue as is. It's going to continue as it is, basically, unless you stop it from continuing as it is. So unless you change the rules will continue. Anyway, or the situation will continue. All right. Thank you so much for joining me today. I will be back in 11 hours. So thank you. I